Hello, everyone. Uh, so today, I'm going to present something on Einstein vision again. There have been so many sessions already that has been part of Einstein vision, and mine is a little bit into the healthy part of it. So hopefully, everybody is having a great time at Dreamforce, attending all these sessions and having really good food. But did anyone even think about how many calories we are having every day? No? We don't even think about the calories. These days, everybody is getting, that health conscious mindset. And people have started using so many apps these days that tracks how many calories they are, taking in every day so that they can keep themselves in shape. So that's the idea behind what I'm going to present today as well. But before going there, as usual, it is the safe harbor statement. So whatever product you are going to purchase, the product or services from Salesforce, please purchase it depending upon whatever is available today, not depending on the presentation that we are giving. Moving on. So I want to start with something that was said by Thomas Edison. So the doctor of the future is not going to use any more medicines. Instead, he will treat you with proper nutrition. So that actually struck my mind. So I was thinking, why should we even have too many medicines these days to cure some disease or to stop something from happening? Instead, if we just concentrate on our nutrition every day, that's going to help us in a great way, and we don't have to take in some artificial stuff to stop all those, right? So that's the main crux behind me coming up with this concept. What's in it for me? So the story goes like this. Basically, I created an app for my own daughter, which actually predicts some of the pictures that she selects on the phone, and it tells that on my Google Home. And I was having so many apps as well to, maintain the calorie intake of myself. And then I was connecting the dots, and I was thinking all the time we are working on Salesforce, and Einstein has the Vision app, which actually can be used to predict these food images that we are intaking, and then why can't we just combine that and come up with an app that can actually predict the calories and give you, so that you can make note of whatever you are having that day, instead of keeping on tracking with too many other apps, as I'm working on Salesforce already. So that's the basic story behind that. And what is Einstein Vision API? Basically, this you would have heard lots and lots of time, because Einstein Vision API have been there for a long time. So I would give a quick crux about it. Visual search, basically, it allows the users to search using the pictures or images that they have, which is easier than typing a long word, or if they don't even know what that particular image is, they can just search for it. And then brand detection. So the companies these days, how they go ahead when it comes to AI is they don't even go for surveys. Instead, they can actually check out all the images that's been uploaded online by the users, and they can actually detect the brands which is being used mostly by them and cater to those users depending upon what their likings are. And when you come to product identification, what happens is, if there is a problem with the products that's been sent back by the customer, they can easily understand what the problem is by actually checking the image and routing it to the particular section, instead of finding what exactly the problem is and then routing it, which takes so much of manual effort. Instead, if they get back to this AI platform, it gets streamlined and it's pretty faster. How it works. Basically, this is a deep learning algorithm where we would be providing lots and lots of data sets with the labels, and we train the algorithm, basically. So, for example, if you have an image of an apple, you provide different images of the apple, and you label it as apple and provide it to the algorithm. And anytime you actually give that algorithm an image of a new apple that has never been given to it, because of the data points it has collected so far, it knows that it's an apple, and it predicts it, and it gives you the outcome that it's an apple. So So that's how the Einstein Vision API works. So this is the app that I have built using the Einstein Vision API. What exactly it does is it takes the image of whatever food item you are going to have, sends it to the Einstein Vision API that we already have. It finds all the data points, predicts it, and gives it back the probability. And we already have set all the database details and APIs in Salesforce from where it gets the caloric values and all that. And it provides it back to the user. Now the user can actually, either they can add it to their daily schedule or they can just cancel it, depending upon the calories that they see on the screen. So the app has certain things like it calculates the target calories. Basically, how it does is, I can show you on the next screen. It takes the height, age, weight, and the target weight, and depending on that, it calculates the calorie. This is just like how we have it in all other apps that calculates the calories. And then that snap button gives you the access to either open up your camera or you select from your image library. And once it is captured, it immediately predicts and then gives you the caloric values. And you can either add it or you can just cancel it. You can see that we have that list that actually shows you what are all the food that you have intake that particular day. And it gives you the total calories as well. Before going to the next slide, so you can see that there's the target calorie as well as the total calories that you have taken in that day. Basically, it also has a warning message that would pop up if we are going beyond that, if we are going to go beyond that target calorie. So that gives you an idea of what exactly you can consume that day and whether you want to consume that particular item or not. So how Einstein Vision is going to help the food industry? You can see a lot of items here, like Yelp and Grubhub, who are online review forums where people upload their images with their feedback. So these online review platforms, they have this AI, and Einstein Vision can help them in segregating the images that is being sent to them, and they can actually compare that with the feedback that they are giving, whether they are uploading the right image with the right feedback. And if you see the online, online and the delivery systems like Pizza Hut or McDonald's or Chipotle, where you have these food items that you always crave to eat them, but you don't even know how many calories. At least for Chipotle, you might know, but when you get it in hand, you might not even know it. So all you have to do is just take a snap, and then you find it, and you can make a healthy decision of whether you want to go with that or not. But how it is going to help them, the more the pictures are uploaded on forums, they can actually see what is the trend that is being set by the customers, and what is the food item that is being most loved by them, and then how healthy they can make it so that people would actually go for it. That is a win-win for both the customers as well as the retailers. What's the future for image recognition? Basically, there are a lot of industries that is going to get the advantage of the image recognition process. So for example, in the meat and fish industry, they can actually sort out depending upon the size, and they can even find out the quality of the meat depending on the image recognition. It helps in the research. Basically, if any species that they find, it actually recognizes the image and gives them the detail of that particular species as fast as possible than they manually actually search for it. It helps people in the bakery industry as well, where they can find whether the baked items are of proper quality before it is being delivered to the customer. So now let's get into the demo. I'll try to give a real-time demo here. Let me see. OK. Cool. So let me go ahead and take a photograph. So I grabbed one of the pears from the lunch that I got. And let me try. Hopefully it works. Probably not. Let me try again. The live demos are always very tricky. No, it's okay. So let me just go ahead and take something from my photo library. Let me take some French fries. Yeah, you see that it just predicted it and have brought in all the calorie values. Now what I can do is I can just add it, and then it just shows here. And anytime you want to update any details here, you can go here and update right away. Depending on that, you can see that the target calories have changed. Let me go ahead and add. Okay, now I'm trying chicken wings. Yep, it just predicted that. Let me add that as well. Let me see a banana. Okay. Cool. Let me just add some more so that we can see the pop-up of how it actually shows up the warning. I'll just keep on adding something. So looks like I'm eating a lot this day. Okay, let me see. Yep, just says you're nearing your daily target. So you can make a very healthy decision of whether you have to have that food or not, or whether you can alternate that with a different food item that particular time, and you can actually make sure that you are having a healthy lifestyle. So that's about it. And so that's the main crux of this particular presentation. Hope everyone would have liked it. And this is just in the pilot version, and we are planning to actually make it even better. So this should have worked, but it didn't work right now. But it actually works pretty well. And Einstein has actually 500 food items that it can actually predict right now. And any item that it does not predict, you can actually add it. It's an algorithm that learns it. So you can actually add more data sets and labels. So it learns, and you can keep on adding, and you can have your own app that actually keeps track of all the food items that you are eating and keeps you healthy. Thank you.